Welcome, everybody. Just going to run a quick sound test to make sure everything's working fine. I'm thinking it'll work, though. Welcome, everybody. Just going to run a quick sound test to make sure everything's working fine. So, everybody, welcome to another rant of the day, and this is going to be live because I am very, very annoyed this evening. So, everybody, I spent the last hour and a half trying to configure this camera, everybody. The DJI Osmo Action 3, which I only had today, to live stream everybody. Just to do a live stream whenever I'm on the go. I followed everything that they asked me to the letter, and it's not working. So I have no idea what I can do to it. I tried to update the software, everybody, and it's not working. So does anybody own a DJI Osmo Action Camera 3? Can you please let me know? Because I don't know what to do to it. I tried to update the firmware in the DJI Mino app, and apparently I've got the latest updates. So I don't know what I can do to it. I really don't. But what I'll do is, everybody, I'll show you the camera in a second. Just going to take the feed. There you go. So this is the camera, everybody. So the DJI Action 3, and it's refusing to do what I want it to do. So if anyone got any ideas or feedback on how I can actually get this camera to live stream, then please let me know in the comments, or even let me know on email, social media. Because the only way I can technically use the camera, everybody, is not the idealist way, because I don't have access to my PC while I'm out on the go. Nobody do, is to use the RTMP option, and it's not the most convenient. Because you've got to press live on your YouTube dashboard, and I won't be able to access that, because if I turn off the application of my phone, that should be live streaming it. I have to start again from scratch. Reconnect the camera. It's a bit of a headache, everybody. Because I could just record normal video on this, but it's not really what I wanted to use it for. Don't get me wrong, the picture quality is great. But why can't it just do a live stream? I bought an Action 3 thinking it'd be capable of doing that. And yeah, so the only way I can live stream nobody is back to my phone again. So it really isn't the most convenient, if I'm honest. But I just don't know what I can do. I tried to use the cable as well to my iPhone. So it's the cable that came with the camera. Try to plug it in, and apparently the camera uses too much power, and my iPhone won't let me do it. So I tried to use the Bluetooth. I tried to connect to the Wi-Fi. Tried to use mobile data. Because I had a GoPro Hero 7, everybody, and it worked fine for that. Mobile data and stuff. But I thought, if I haven't got much time to do all that, like go through all these third-party applications, create a live stream like at home, and then do it when I'm out and about, I thought an Action Camera 3 would save me all that grief and time. But it turns out it's just more of a headache for me, because I just don't know what I can do to it. I don't think an Action Camera 3 is that old, to be honest with you. It's still supported on the websites and stuff. And I did, look at some YouTube videos, and there's a video last year about, how you can go live, and it worked. So I don't know whether it's my phone at the end of the day. I really don't know if I updated the latest software on my phone. Yeah, it's just baffling, everybody. It's really baffling for me. I can handle all this tech, but you can only do so much to your cameras, can't you? I mean, if it's going to refuse to work, I can't really spend. I can spend on another camera, but why should I really have to resort to doing that for the third time, everybody? Because this would be the third camera I would actually buy for a live stream. And this is my second camera, actually. I have that GoPro Hero 7, but don't get me wrong, everyday picture is quite good. I did use it to record the Ben Phillips merchandise tour. But for live streaming, I don't know. I don't know whether it'll produce the same output, because if I remember correctly, The app to live stream is limited to 480p. I mean, as soon as everyone notices why can't I even have 720p quality, nobody's going to watch that live stream. It's going to be glitchy, buggy, you name it. And I've got unlimited data as well, everybody. So I'm shocked, really. Don't get me wrong, I didn't really pay brand new for it, but it's a principle, isn't it? It's an action camera free, and it's not doing its purpose. That's probably the shortest rant, really. I could have just recorded a normal video for that, but yeah, video. It works really good. Like it's one click to record and stuff like that. Yeah, I can get used to that. It's nothing complicated, but and it's another little camera window there, which I didn't actually realize. But it's just I don't know. I don't know whether just the two screens use too much battery. I mean, does it use too much performance? I don't know. I know John H. Newport though, but he had a DJI Osmo uh, 4, I think. But I'm only one down, and to be honest, I shouldn't really be having all these problems. Um, but yeah, I mean, I just wanted an Osmo Action Camera 3 ability just to live stream practically. And if I got to record normal video and live stream on my phone, I don't know why I even bought this in the first place. So it's just yeah, just a bit annoying to be honest. But yeah, let me know if you've got any questions, everybody. I'm not expecting many viewers to even watch me have a nice rant live. I thought, why not do it? Might generate some interest. But yeah, I done all the settings as well. Everybody on the camera, it's just not working for me. And for anyone that may have missed this live stream, please watch it from the beginning because it actually tells you my main rant for tonight. It's this camera. It's refusing to work for live streaming. I tried to do RTMP as well. I even tried to use a manual stream key, and that's not working either. So what is wrong with these Action Camera 3? Because I don't think they discontinued, but who knows? Can you still buy a DJI Action Camera 3? Is it discontinued because of all the bugs, or is it just defunct for live streaming again? You don't always realize this when you buy it yourself, and when you do, it can just be so frustrating. Honestly. But what I'll do, everybody, I'll do a quick Google search just to see if it actually is discontinued. So this was released, everybody, in 2022. So 3 years ago. And apparently it's not discontinued from an official Google search, but a lot of people on Reddit is asking why are they sold out in most popular online stores. So that's a bit concerning, everybody. You can't actually buy an Action Camera 3 on the online official platforms, only for eBay potentially and things. But yeah, it's not discontinued, but yet the live streaming feature isn't really fit for purpose. Does anybody have any had this problem before, everybody? When you bought a DJI Action Camera 3 and having the exact same problem. Don't get me wrong, everybody. It's not the actual camera though. This is the most awkwardest part, really, because when I'm on my YouTube live dashboard, everybody, and I look in the control panel for the live stream I did set up, it's receiving video feed, but it's not really live streaming it. So my phone, for example, will say live streaming. Now, if I were to live stream an important thing that can be admissible, for instance, and it never live streamed once, and I never pressed record button on top of the camera while it was live streaming, I could be potentially missing out on footage that could be detrimental. So it is quite a different experience, everybody. Because if I knew it's going to be this palaver, I would have gone straight to the GoPro. I would have a higher GoPro camera. because I actually paid everybody for a refurbished model, £200. Now, that's generally quite cheap because I did do other research and it was about £400 to £500 cameras. If I were to pay all that lot of money, I would want to use it more than I would normally want to do now. So yeah, I did actually think that this was actually going to be fit for purpose until the purchase was actually complete. And then when I was setting it up, it's nothing but a disaster. So yeah, that's just a little rant live stream, everybody. I might keep it going for another 10 minutes. I know I don't really do a live rant, but for this camera, everybody, I think it's got to be justified. But I do like it though. I like that you can still transfer your videos from the app and stuff, but not being able to live stream is kind of a big thorn because that's the main part of this camera that I wanted to use it for. So it's back to the phone, everybody. But it's not all bad as such because I can just video content from here, I suppose. But it's just really, really nuts, isn't it? You purchase something that's on the internet. It should that has that functionality, and so you try it yourself. And I even had everything to go with it, but I had even had a spare battery. I didn't really have the actual charging dock, so it means I got to charge the individual batteries unless I do buy that separately. But yeah, I just don't know what I can do, everybody. It's just I'm at a crossroads. I can still use the camera, but I can't live stream on the camera, and that's not good. I literally paid all this money to live stream, and I can't even do that. Decisions, everybody. What do you think I should do? Should I record cameras? Not record cameras, record video footage from this camera and then leave the live stream to my phone, which is the most easiest option, by the way, or try and figure out why it's not working. I don't know what to do, but I've tried actually everything. Manual stream key, I tried the app. I even rebooted the camera several times, thinking that's the reason. But and apparently there's no available updates as well. So I don't know, everybody. It's still a functioning camera, but it has major, massive drawbacks, and nobody have actually made a video about it. Before I had this purchase, I was going to watch a video just to see if this was still working, and it's not working. It's not working for me. It is just a headache. You know what I mean? But yeah. Any questions, everybody? I'm going to wrap this stream up in about 3 minutes. I don't expect more of these live rant of the days. I can only do it like a live one if there were a main thing to talk about. And I thought this camera has to be something because I literally wasted 2 hours of my evening trying to get it to work, trying to do all these different tests. And luckily, everybody, it's a good job I spent these 2 hours just to see if it would to live stream before I was going to use it improper, on places and stuff. So I wasted 2 hours, everybody. That's why the Rumble video for today's video wasn't on at 8 o'clock because I was more concerned about trying to do this. So I'm behind on everything. I wasn't even going to do a gaming broadcast today on Star Plays, but I was heavily distracted with trying to get this working, and it never worked. So yeah, and I even charged the battery a little bit. I thought maybe the battery might be low. That's why it's not working. Charged it like 50%, and it's still not working. So yeah, I'm a bit behind everybody. This evening has been spontaneous at best because of all these distractions. But I generally thought everybody, from the minute I unboxed it to the minute I even potentially went live would take me about 15 minutes. It's the same as other variations of action cameras, but not this one. This one, everybody, I can't stream, and it took me 2 hours to come to that conclusion because I don't know what else I can do to it. So let me know, everybody. Do you own a camera? Let me know on social media. It could heavily do with some feedback or some help, really. If you found a workaround, I even tried to use the GoPro app. I know that sounds silly because it's not from the same company, but I even tried it with GoPro, and it won't pick up anyway. But I just don't know what else I can do. So yeah, I'm going to end this live stream, everybody. I went live for 20 minutes and there was no comments, but there were viewers coming in and out. I'm hoping I didn't bore you, everybody. I just thought I had to say this because this camera has been nothing but a headache, and yeah, that's just the main video. So have a lovely evening, everybody, and I'll see you Friday for a brand new video. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and yeah, until the next one.